What is going on, everyone? Happy Monday. Welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are excited. It's Monday, it's noontime, it's time to hammer out the week. And I love Mondays. Mondays are my favorite days. I'd probably say they are my most productive days. I know I'm filming this on Saturday, but on Monday, this time, I'm going to be elbow deep in shipping out all the orders. All the orders from the giveaway, so every order that you guys have ordered and haven't received yet will be shipping out Monday. Generally 3 to 4 days shipping, so hopefully this week you will have all of your stuff. If you have any issues, feel free to send me an email. But if you did order anything and participated in the twin turbo giveaway, your order is going out on Monday, today, when you guys see this. Thank you guys all for the participation. It's really fun. I like doing these giveaways. I got like a million things I'm shipping out. I'm shipping out a laptop. I literally have so much stuff going out. It's crazy. But anyways, enough of that. If you guys haven't heard already, they're doing the Drag Illustrated 30 under 30. Please nominate me. The link's the first one in the description below. Here's my name. There's my age. I know we've been through this now, like 2 or 3 videos. I'm 25. I look like I'm 40. I'm turning gray. I just accept it. That's how it is. Soon the beard will be gray. I'll be looking like Santa, but that's part of life. As you guys can tell by the title of this video, we are talking about the once Hemi swapped, now LS swapped Grand National. Just kind of giving you guys an update of what we have going on. So, as you can tell here, we got no intake on it. The intake is out getting polished right now, but what we have here is an LS7 style engine. It's a no, this isn't RHS. This is an LSR block with some mast heads. This is LS7 port, so I do have an LS7 Super Victor. So this guy right here sits like way up. As you can see, it all lines up then. But yeah, it sits about that high, so it's quite high. But like I said, the intake manifold is out to get polished. It's Edelbrock Super Victor. It's got that kind of sand casted finish, so we're gonna make it polished so it matches the elbow as well. But yes, you guys haven't seen this. Very controversial going from the Hemi to the LS, but I didn't really have time to talk about it. I just mentioned it. As you can see here, these spacers here are for the motor plate. So the motor plate and the mid plate are spaced to use the mount for the Hemi. So this is what I was talking about before when I said everything's removable. The mechanical fuel pump is going to get hung off the motor plate, along with like the fuel filter, the oil filter. Everything gets hung off the motor plate. So when time comes, you want to switch back to the Hemi, you're going to put your Motion Raceworks lift plate right here, pick it up, the turbo kit and everything is going to come straight off with it. So you'll be able to pick everything right up and set it on an engine stand, take the Hemi and pick that up and put it right in here. So we have it set up to be compatible for both Hemi and LS. So right here, this is Jason Brazzel fabbed these up. Solid mounts, just spacing the motor back. The LS motor is a lot more compact and a lot shorter front to back than the Hemi. So the Hemi would be all the way up here. So as you can see, quite a bit difference. I do see a lot of comments. A lot of people are like, dude, I thought you were trying to go faster. I thought you were trying to go faster. So here's the rundown on the Hemi. When we had that Hemi, it was probably making like 1,000 to 1,500 horsepower. It was so clapped out. It was so wore out. It was so not correct in the bottom end and in the valve train. And everything was just so wore out that it would just float the valves and all the horsepower would run right out. So this LS engine is stout TCAM build, you know, set up at hopefully somewhere around 2,000 horsepower. And with this car now running in a small block boost category, it's a whole lot different ball game. You know, you don't have to go out and run 390s. You can go out there and run, you know, 440s and be quite competitive. Unfortunately, this car and the red Mustang now are no time stuff because that's just the way it is. That's the name of the game. I try to tell as many times as I can, but yeah. So let's talk about the turbo kit. Jason Brazzel, BPF, fabbed it up, did the hot side in like a day and a half, absolutely hammered it out. Some cool things about it. This turbo mount right here, this is removable. So like I said, everything's removable so you can go back and forth between the Hemi and the turbo setup. But this is a mock-up turbo. This is Jordan Tuck's turbo out of the David Farlow camp, the yellow Mustang. 98mm turbo for mock-up. That's what we're going to be running on the car. And it does its job for mock-up. You can see it's quite a large unit right there. It's pretty stout. But Brazzel fabbed this up. So we got some Holley Performance Group Flowtech headers, forward-facing headers that go into this crazy, you know, kind of Y, but goes up and over, and yeah, it does all this crazy stuff. So when the intake manifold is on the car, this goes right over the charge pipe because this sits like, it's kind of heavy, but if you guys can get an idea, it's kind of a close fit. So Jason knocked it out of the park with unique but very functional, crazy turbo setup. We got 160mm JGS wastegate. We're waiting on the blow-off valve to come in and the turbo. So we got a Force Inductions Garrett chassis 98 coming in. It's a dual ball bearing turbo. And then we have another wastegate, actually. We ended up getting this one so we can get that part done. But we have a nice 50mm blow-off valve as well. So this setup right here is going to be running alcohol. So we're going straight from the turbocharger right into the intake manifold. We have some injectors getting sent out to be cleaned, some billet atomizer 700s. If you are running big injectors, if you are on alcohol, I do highly, extremely, up here, you know, get some billet atomizers. They are the bad to the bone injectors that you'll find around. I mean, you can find a better injector. We're gonna run 8 700s on this. So you guys hear us talk about, like, we run 2 10s on ethanol. That's 210 pounds per hour. We're going up to a 700. So we're running 8 700s on this, and we may or may not put one in the charge pipe to help with cooling the air charge down as well. But alcohol does, a chemical reaction with alcohol is it does cool the air charge down. Intake air temp should be pretty good on this. The blower stuff's a little bit hotter. But this right here, those injectors in this setup, they should be pretty good, you know, for being able to provide enough fuel to make the horsepower we're looking for. As far as fuel pump for it, I got an Aeromotive Black. I think it's like a 12.5 or 13 gallon per minute fuel pump. The cool thing is, this is what I really think is cool, is everything is compatible. So the fuel system stays the same, the burn down tank in the back stays the same. We are gonna have everything separate. So everything to run this motor will be on here, everything to run the Hemi is already on that motor plate. So all we have to do is just make new lines from the tank to the fuel pump, and pow, we're good to go. The lines will stay with this motor, the other one already has lines made. It's pretty crazy. I'm not sure of how many people are doing this multi-engine combination setup with the car, but we're gonna give it a shot. Now the biggest thing is scaling. I'm not sure how the scaling is. We're trying to place the turbo out front to keep that weight bias the same, because we had the car set up working really well, but we got to get that weight bias, you know, up and forward to kind of not get it so light in the nose, because we do want to fight the wheelie with this thing. No wheelie bars, 28-inch tall tire. That's the way it's got to be. So this is what we got going on, just kind of an update. It does look pretty radical. It does look pretty extreme. We got our oil pan here, which we got to put on. Nice Moroso oil pan. It looks pretty slick. It'll be good under there. Hopefully, we only have to buy one of those and not like 3 or 4, because we keep cracking them. But yeah, I'm super stoked. I mean, this stuff looks badass. Oh, there's Wes. Oh, Wes. What's up? Oh yeah, I'm just over here talking about the non-Hemi swapped G-body. Grand National, I should say. What do you think of Brazzel's fab work?
Pretty good, you know.
Good to make some horsepower?
It should be. I'm really proud he learned how to weld from me so quickly.
You taught him?
Yeah.
How long did it take you?
About 30 minutes.
Oh, so he's a quick learner. Quick learner. All right, well that's badass.
No, but I mean, honestly, it's a wild setup, you know.
I said hold that up as if the intake manifold was there. So hold it up until that bottom piece gets aligned. It's a little heavy. Yeah, I mean that's, go up more at the top. There you go. Yeah, I mean that's pretty crazy. It's a pretty gnarly setup. You handle all that?
I just don't want damage to the billet.
I hear you. I hear you. The craziest thing, I didn't even tell the people yet, the craziest thing with this is the Holly harness that we run for the Hemi matches right up with this. The only thing we need to do is just get a crank trigger set up for the front and cam pickup. Well, Ellis already has cam pickup, so it's literally just plug it in, change the tune over to what you'd run with an LS turbo car opposed to a blown Hemi, and we hit the road.
You know how much cooler this is with a turbo LS?
I don't know why you hate the Hemi. Why do you hate the Hemi?
Maintenance.
You don't have to do any of it.
No, but it's still so much maintenance. So nice hydraulic roller. Don't have to worry about lash. You know,
this thing,
don't have to worry about spark plugs.
It has Brazzel rocker arms on it. You shouldn't have to adjust them, but well,
I mean, you'll go check it over every few races, but still, the maintenance on this is gonna be a whole lot easier.
Yeah, it's gonna make a whole lot of power too.
It's gonna go a whole lot faster.
Yeah, it's gonna be stout.
People still don't believe that, which blows my mind. That Oh, the LS is never going to go as fast as that Hemi, but
with this setup, we're going to be able to leave with all of it, like almost all the time.
And I feel like this motor combination will actually work better with the car since the car is so light. I thought that Hemi was a little bit too much.
No,
I think it needs more weight, honestly, for the Hemi.
No. Did we ever spin the tires with the Hemi?
No, it's not. It's not about that. It's about it getting light on the top end.
Y'all are freaked out about that. I ain't even worried about that. It's fine.
It's fine because you're the one in the car, so.
It was never. It was a parachute pack issue by myself. But with these new RJS parachutes that we're getting.
Well, you know, you should probably watch that John Doc video of how to pack a parachute.
You know what? I probably should. Speaking of RJS, it's been a while since I've been able to strap into my favorite harness system, but I do highly recommend. I don't know the exact part number on these guys here, but these RJS belts, they got this little clip right here. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Super, super comfortable. And the cam lock on these is the nicest. It doesn't have a little, like, a little nose hanging off of it. So you just grab it at any orientation, twist it, and pow, you're out of the car. RJS belts for the win. RJS everything for the win. We're getting parachutes for this thing that hopefully are a little bit easier on my neck. I'll be like Phil with my bent neck.
Spinal.
God.
Yeah. So, other than that, this is just an update. I saw a couple people asking in the comments what's going on with this car. You heard me talk about putting an LS in it, and now it's got an LS in it. What do you think? It's not just nasty.
You know what?
What?
We have it ready. For what? What race?
Oh, we got a race. We got a race. I didn't tell them. October 19th, if you got a car on 28s and it is not a pro mod, come out to Glot Motorsports Park. LS Nasty 28275 class, paying out $3,000. Winner takes all. Come out. It could be small block, big block. It doesn't matter.
Anything on 28s with double frame rails, right?
No, not double. I mean, and you don't have to have double frame rails. It's got to be a door car. It cannot be a can't be a chassis car. If you're out there in a door car on 28s, Glot Motorsports Park, October 19th, $3,000. Take it home. I think John Gorey's coming back to defend his title. David Farlow is going to be there. John Phillips, Shannon Young, Randy Ellers, a bunch of fast cars that you see out on the channel. If you have a 28 car, come out and show us how fast you are. Everyone's always in the comments talking about how bad they are. Come down, Glot Motorsports Park, October 19th, and let's get it on. Anything else you want to say?
Should have probably, I would say, what was their last?
We're planning to have this and the Mustang in there as well.
At least 20 cars in that class.
Yeah, and it's a good racing class. Every single car went down first round. Every round they all went down.
It'll be a lot nicer because it'll be cool.
Yeah.
So the tracks should be really tight with Harold out there prepping.
Drop a comment if you're coming October 19th. Come out here, try to bust all our local boys' ass in our 28 race. So it's gonna be fun, and we're gonna get it on. So thank you guys so much for watching. Like always, comment, like, subscribe. You have anything to send them off with?
Yeah.
No. Just a dab on them one time.
Merch
link below. Hit him with the dab. All right. We'll see you guys in tomorrow's upload.
We'll be right back.